You might be scared to make chicken liver pâté. I don't know why. Let's make chicken liver pâté. Now I'm going to be straight with you. This whole thing is going in the food processor, so you don't have to be that precious about anything you're doing. Take a shallot like this, and I'm going to cut it down the center, like that. We've done this in other episodes. And I'm going to cut hair on it like this, but I'm not being as precious as I would be for, say, a mignonette or something, because nobody's going to see these cuts. And then I'm just going to cut squares. And they can be ununiform, it's fine. I left one unpeeled because I wanted to show you how to peel a shallot because they can be frustrating. Here's a shallot, it's really fresh. How the hell do you get the peel off? Here's how you do it. Cut the nose off and then cut through the skin and peel off the first layer of actual shallot, which is that, okay? You do waste a layer, but you'll peel it in 5 seconds flat. Oh, that guy, We're gonna clean livers. Now this is chicken livers, you know, you can't be squeamish. You're making a beautiful appetizer. The animal gave its life, and it should be honored and lauded in every respect. One of those respects is its offal, O-F-F-A-L, or its insides. So here is a chicken liver. This is the organ that translates sugar into glucose. It's an interesting organ. So that's the liver, 2 lobes. What you have to do is clean them. What that means is cut the lobe in half and take out any white parts, okay? Cut that out. That is gristle, essentially, okay? And you don't have to really cut them into smaller pieces. These are particularly nice livers. And then I'm just gonna go through each liver like that. You can see the white thing? You gotta do this. If you're gonna serve it, you can't be like, oh, touch it, you know. It's gross. It's even grosser for the animal that got murdered for you to take its liver out, so at least be respectful. Oh, it's good. Vivian is very interested. Now, we are going to make the pâté. I'm just gonna be straight with you, it's French. And the fact that it's French means it has a lot of butter. In fact, it has this amount of butter in it. And you're gonna melt the butter. The first time I made this, I was like, there's no way this is gonna work. It's way too much butter. A little bit of pepper, un peu de sel, which means a little bit of salt. Take some oregano. The original recipe calls for marjoram, which is fine, but you can use oregano. You never use the stick. The bendy stick is okay. And we're going to saute our shallots. Okay, this is more of a saute now. It's moving, jumping. Saute literally means jump. Like if a French person said, jump, they would say, saute. Here come the livers. You're gonna cook them until they're sort of brown on the outside, but the center is still a little bit pink inside. So I'm just gonna keep these moving. So you wanna cook these, it's approximately 7 minutes or so until they are browny pink, and when you push it, and it's still pink on the inside. Otherwise your pâté will be brown, which you don't want. Maybe Mommy will drop a piece of liver on the ground for me for all I done for her. Okay, see, that's perfect. Slightly pink. Splash of bourbon, I don't know, a tablespoon. Continue cooking just for a few minutes so a little bit of the alcohol gets burned off. And take this off the heat. And you're almost finished making your first pâté, not a mistake. You want to be careful not to puree because that's a different dish. You want this to be a little smooth and a little chunky. Don't be afraid. And we're just gonna pulse so that I don't get it too pureed. Taking a look at it. it's a little bit chunky and a little bit smooth, which is what we want. Now don't worry if you see loose butter. This is gonna go in the fridge and it's gonna set up and it's gonna get hard, said the actress to the bishop. Somebody walks in your door, you have a box of crackers or crostini, and you go, oh, shall we have some white wine and a few pâté toast points or something? You know, I mean, it's pretty chic. Now you want to let this come to room temperature after you kind of smooth the top to make it look nice. But you also want to make sure it still looks like country, sort of, not smooth like glass. So you want to make a little sort of, and then you want to take a little piece of paper towel, wrap it around your finger, and wipe the edge so that it has a clean edge. Traditionally, you now should put a small layer of melted butter on top, which sets into a cap. I don't do that because I don't think it's necessary, but really if you put the cap on it, it would last for months in the refrigerator. As is, it lasts for, oh, I don't know, a week and a half, 2 weeks, maybe more. So leave it until it comes to room temperature, cover it with cellophane, and then put it in the fridge. And then you have homemade pâté for when your friends come over. Not a bad idea. If a French person said, jump, they would say, sauté.